Ron DeSantis signals to deter Chinese invasion of Taiwan. Beijing pushes for anti-terrorism law that checks citizens' identities even when refueling. More unusual signals in the CCP leadership appear. China imposes export controls on drones amid rising tensions with the US. Beijing asks US to avoid continuing on a wrong and dangerous path. Presidential candidate Ron DeSantis expressed his intention to employ deterrence measures to prevent China from invading Taiwan if he becomes the US president in 2024. In an interview with Fox News on July 31st, when asked what he would do if China invaded Taiwan, DeSantis emphasized the need to dissuade such an attack by ensuring that the costs outweigh the potential benefits for China. DeSantis highlighted that his approach to deterrence would encompass both hard power, referring to U.S. military capabilities in the region, and economic leverage that the U.S. could utilize. He stated, "China respects hard power. If they think the costs are going to exceed any potential benefits, they are not going to do it." The Florida governor, who seeks the Republican presidential nomination, previously emphasized the significance of deterrence in preventing conflict in the Taiwan Strait during an interview with Nikkei Asia in April. However, DeSantis did not say whether he supported military intervention if China were to attack Taiwan. This sets him apart from President Joe Biden, who has repeatedly said the U.S. would commit to defending Taiwan in case of China's invasion. DeSantis, along with other Republican candidates, has taken a hawkish stance on China, viewing it as the number one geopolitical threat to the U.S. In earlier June, he said he intended to revoke China's permanent normal trade relations status if he wins the 2024 presidential election. China has consistently claimed Taiwan as its territory, although it has never ruled the island. The Chinese regime has not ruled out the possibility of using force to bring Taiwan under its control. On July 28th, the fourth session of the Standing Committee of the 16th Beijing Municipal People's Congress voted to adopt measures for the implementation of the anti-terrorism law of the People's Republic of China in Beijing. The law will become effective on January 1st, 2024. Under this law, citizens must verify their identity when renting a car or purchasing gasoline. The law encompasses various aspects of daily life in Beijing, including identity checks and registrations for couriers, inspection of postal and courier company parcels, and scrutiny of items sent to Beijing from other locations. Moreover, the law stipulates that people renting cars, buying gas in bulk, renting rural motels, and using the subway must also present identification. Internet providers are obligated to exercise internet censorship as required by law. Netizens have commented on the law, with some criticizing it as overly intense and absurd. They humorously suggest that controlling knives, guns, and bricks may not be enough for safety, and people's hands and feet should be regulated too. They jokingly propose measures like tying an iron chain between one's legs to prevent kicking or running, and raising hands behind the head while on the street to avoid hitting others. Some netizens claim that other countries only declare states of emergency during times of anarchy, while the CCP is always in a constant state of emergency. From the end of June until now, the Chinese Communist Party, or CCP, has sent continuous, unusual signals. The latest news concerns the death of Lieutenant General Wu Guohua, the deputy commander of the rocket force. However, this related information soon disappeared. The CCP's missile force, responsible for nuclear weapons, holds a significant position as Xi Jinping's strategic asset and is a critical component of China's military towards Taiwan. In October 2022, the China Aerospace Research Institute, or CASI, at the U.S. Air Force University, released a 255-page report detailing the organizational structure of China's rocket force, covering the high-level command system to ancillary product bases. Subsequently, rumors circulated that the commander of the PLA rocket force, Li Yuchao, had been arrested and was under investigation, and the force's deputy commander, Wu Guohua, had died by suicide. On July 27th, Chinese media reported on Wu Guohua, but the article was swiftly deleted. However, the article's content can still be accessed from the network archive, stating that Lieutenant General Wu Guohua, the former deputy commander of the Chinese rocket force, passed away in Beijing on July 4, 2023, at age 66. Many from other countries speculate that this matter is shrouded in secrecy, leaving the leadership potentially insecure or even panicking. Or it could have been instructed by superiors not to be made public. People have scrutinized the available information to assess the situation. Several recent incidents, such as the disappearance of former Chinese Foreign Minister Qin Gang on June 25th, the alleged investigation of the Missile Forces commander Li Yuqiao on June 26th, and the reported death of AI expert Feng Yanghua on July 1st, have been linked by some to this event. Considering this unusual sequence of events, observers believe a significant event might unfold within the CCP, involving the diplomatic and the military systems. On July 24th, the Politburo of China convened a meeting, but it was limited to a written report, without any live video or photos. Commentator Chen Pokong believes that the rest of the world may know a lot about the disappearance of high-ranking CCP officials and those under investigation, so the Politburo meeting did not broadcast a live video. Deng Yuwen, an expert on China affairs, recently published an article on VOA about the firing of Chinese Foreign Minister Qin Gang. He said that is just the beginning. The domino effect of the Xi regime may have already formed, and Qin Gang's demise is the first card. As for the case of Wu Guohua and the rocket force, some speculate whether it could become another significant factor, impacting the regime's stability, potentially leading to further internal conflict within the CCP during the Beidaihe holiday. Observers believe it is essential to wait and see how the situation unfolds. China has unveiled export controls on certain drones and drone-related equipment, citing the need to safeguard national security and interests, amid escalating tensions with the US over technology access. Reuters reported that the restrictions, which include drone engines, lasers, communication equipment, and anti-drone systems, are set to take effect on September 1st. The decision comes in the wake of a recent US intelligence report that suggested China may have provided equipment to Russia with potential military applications in Ukraine. The report revealed that Chinese state-owned military contractors supplied Russia with drones, navigation equipment, fighter jet parts, and other goods. In response, the Biden administration has warned China of unspecified consequences if it continues to support Russia's war efforts. In 2019, due to security concerns, Congress banned the Pentagon from purchasing or using drones and components manufactured in China. Chinese-based company DJI, a global dominant in drones with around 76% of the world market, has faced scrutiny over various incidents. Over 50% of drones sold in the US are from DJI and are used mainly by public safety agencies. In March 2022, the Ukrainian government called on DJI to stop selling drones allegedly used by the Russian Ministry for missile attacks. DJI denied these claims. The latest drone export curbs follow China's recent export controls on metals crucial for chip making. These measures come as a response to the US efforts to restrict China's access to critical technologies, including chip-making equipment. On July 28th, the US announced a new military aid package worth $345 million to Taiwan. Before that, the US Congress approved that Washington would provide Taiwan with weapons up to $1 billion using the Presidential Drawdown Authority, or PDA mechanism, in 2023. Reuters reported that on August 1st, Beijing had complained to the US about the weapons package. The ruling Chinese Communist Party, or CCP, also asked Washington to refrain from going further down a wrong and dangerous path. Tan Kefei, a spokesperson for China's defense ministry, said that the US must stop all military collusion with Taiwan. Tan said, "The Taiwan issue concerns China's core interests and is a red line that cannot be crossed in China-US relations." Tan said the Chinese military is paying close attention to the situation in the Taiwan Strait and is always on high alert. According to Taiwan News, Taiwan's Ministry of National Defense said the Chinese military is flexing its muscles around the island, recently dispatching dozens of fighter jets, bombers, and other aircraft in an act of harassment of the skies over southern Taiwan.